God, this hair of mine. Oh, this hair of mine is getting too long. Let's get into it. Hi everybody, and welcome to the house that is mad. If you're new around here and you haven't subscribed and you kind of like what I do around here, then consider smashing that subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you join the crazy train with all of us lot. There are ways that you can support me. I have Buy Me a Coffee, I have channel memberships, all sorts of things are going on. And yeah, I guess that's the housekeeping out of the way. Let's get into today's video, shall we? So, my Sydney trip. It was really something. I've got my programs here. Judy, if you hear this, the cast list is in the description box below, my darling. I said I would, and I have. It's down there. I have also taken the liberty of finding the two operas that I mention in this video. I have found videos on YouTube for you guys that have English subtitles. I strongly recommend that you go and see both, but if I was going to showcase any of them, it would be La Serva Padrona. It is a fantastic piece. It is just wonderful, and it was amazing to just be a part of all of that. And Celeste was, I think it was Ruth Strutt who really put it well. I couldn't have put it better myself. She said that was a real masterclass. Yeah, it really was. Listening to this woman sing that music was a masterclass in how to do that. It was quite remarkable. The most amazing high notes, the most amazing low notes, and she's the real deal and the full package. It's all right there. It's all right there. An amazing voice. I have a very strong, clear memory of how she sounded, which makes me happy. That's just happens to me. It's like with the Carmen, Angela Hogan. She did something with that character that blew me away. If you know the story of Carmen, you know it's a tragic story, but it's quite confronting to see what it looks like when, you know, silly males, not all silly ones, can't regulate their emotions. And that's what I got. I got that from her. And that's how she portrayed this character. And this is what she gave. And I mean, it takes it out of you. It really does, to give so much. And that's the thing about performing. You can't half-ass it. You have to give absolutely 110%. Because then the audience feels cheated somehow. But there was just no fear of that from anything I saw at the La Serva Padrona or the Carmen. It was phenomenal. And Diego as Don José was like, oh, I mean, I've seen shorts of his on Facebook and stuff like that. I had an idea of what but you have an idea of how somebody sounds, but it's not until you hear them live that you get the truest sense of their art. And I was very much aware of, oh my God, I'm going to hear this man sing Calaf next year in Turandot with Anna Louise Cole as Turandot. Now, Anna Louise Cole was the one who sang Brunhilde, the Catalyst moment. Remember? I couldn't go. Yeah, because I was like 50 plus kilos more. And yet here we are. But I'm going to be able to hear her live as well, which is going to be fantastic. I mean, the doors have just gone open. And to have this music and this art in my life again, it's no disrespect to the life that I lead. It's none at all. It's just purely because of how I was brought up. That tiny little part of my soul that everyday life doesn't quite touch. It doesn't quite feel it, you know? And opera, live performances, that does that for me. And you think that you're sitting in there and you're very much aware of, oh my God, these people are standing there singing with no microphones. No microphones. Just merely projection and how they've learnt to throw their voices and send them out to it. They've got to reach every single crevice of the theatre so that everybody can hear them. It astonishes me that I did the week that I did, and I got to hear all that live again, and brings me to a tough thing that I have to talk to you about. The toll it took on my body was quite considerable, not going to lie to you. It was a lot of movement in a very short space of time, and there were some things that I didn't count on, if you like. I did okay for walking into the theatre to see Celeste and hear Celeste. I did okay at the Wagner Society, which I do have a video for, but then it came to going to the Opera House. Now, I can put aside that there was a little bit more to walk than either Adrian or I realised. It really wasn't that. Yes, my body just went, oh, that's it, you're done. But as I was walking from the car park up the concourse to the area where all the food court is, the bar, the opera bar, I could really feel the demons. Oh, they tugged really hard, so hard. It's like the demons were saying to me, it's okay, you're fine, just sit down, don't go. The demons were like, I'm happy for you to keep this as an unobtainable goal for the rest of your life. Sit with me. It's like, stay with me. I've got cookies. And that also did something to me physically as well. I could feel, I'm remembering how I felt. I remember how I felt at the time. And it was very overwhelming because it was a very long time since I'd been in there. And the last time I'd been in there was when my mother sang Trovatore. And it knocked me for 6. By the time we got up to the opera bar, I needed to sit down, which, kind of expected that. But I physically felt like I could not go any further. The guy in the opera bar got me a chair to sit on. And bless his heart, I had to get wheeled in a wheelchair. And I had to deal with the fact that even though I said a long time ago that I'd want to go in on my own 2 feet, I mean, I did that a few days before, I physically couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. But everybody at the Opera House was so kind. I ended up sitting in the wheelchair literally 4 rows from the front. And I had a clear view of Tahu Matheson, whose father conducted my mother. And I was very much aware of, oh my God, I've now seen 2 generations conducting opera. That was just such an incredible honour to see that. And as soon as that music started, and as soon as everybody started singing, all of those demons went, oh, okay, so see ya. They left. Without even realizing it, collectively, everybody on that stage dusted away those nasty demons and shot them down, and gave me such an incredible performance that I will always treasure for the rest of my life. And next year, oh boy, next year, I'll get you the list of what I'm going to next year. I have the list. So, on the 14th of March, I'm seeing Madame Butterfly. looking forward to that, I can tell you. Obviously, I know Un bel dì, because my mother used to sing the aria, but I've never seen the opera right through, so that's going to be an absolute joy. Then Turandot on the 16th of March. Now, that opera I know backwards, forwards, sideways, upside down, every which way. And it's going to be very difficult to sit there and not mouth the Italian of everybody's roles. It's a thing. I can't help it. That's going to be a tricky one, and one that I'm going to lean into between now and then, because the last time I heard Turandot in that theatre, well, not in that complex, because you've got the opera house and then you've got the concert hall, right? The last time I heard Turandot sung in that complex was when my mother sang it in 1988 in the concert hall. So that's going to be a big night for me. It's going to be a big night, and I'm going to spend the time between now and then to lean into that, put myself in that situation, lean into the pain, so that by the time I get to it, it won't be as confronting. It'll still be confronting, but it won't be as confronting. So there's that. And then I'm going to be seeing a completely brand new opera I've never seen before, Eugene Onegin. I'm looking forward to that. And then in August, we've got The Merry Widow. I'm really looking forward to that. Rigoletto. I've never seen the whole of Widow or Rigoletto. So I'm looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. Also going to a concert. It's called La Stupenda. And I believe that Jessica Pratt is going to be singing in that. I'm really looking forward to hearing her. So looking forward to hearing her. I'm looking forward to all of this. Next year is going to be massive. It's going to be massive. Because also in that time I'm going to Rosalka, which is up the road. And I've never seen the whole thing right through. I know the Song to the Moon. I've sung it. No, there's no recording, sorry. But yeah, it'll be nice to see the whole opera, and by all accounts, it's the production that was in Sydney. And it looks modern, but it looks like it really, really works. I'm just saying, I'm looking forward to it. So look, I guess I better just, show you my trip to Sydney and the two operas that I saw. I've put it together with the right music so that you get a sense of what I heard. And like I said, there's links in the description box below that'll send you to YouTube videos of those operas with English subtitles. I do strongly suggest that you go and have a look. It'll be well worth your while. And you'll get to know a little bit more about my world, which is, this is it, folks. This is my world. So, without much further ado, cue the operatic montage.
It has been a long and successful trip. Mother was honoured, I was honoured, and so was my father. I grappled with demons. I dealt with mobility problems. I dealt with pushing myself even further than I ever have since starting Carnival. I think I did well.
In closing, I want to say something. If you are starting on your own little health journey and you want to try and have a life beyond sitting in your armchair, absorbed in your own thoughts of absolute dread, wondering what the next day is going to be like, there is always going to be something. There will. Don't ignore that tiny spark, tiny spark of joy, that one thing that gives you joy, because that'll be the one thing that saves you. Without much further ado, I shall bid thee a good evening.